Welcome to Digging with Deej. Beautiful sounds of summer. This is my first time back in 2023 to Lakeport State Park Day Use Beach since my dear treasure hunting buddy Pam passed away last December. And my very first rock, just found a new horn coral fossil. Brought my sand dipper that I got as a gift for Christmas a few years ago. Look at that beauty. Gorgeous. There's a curious rock. For a minute I thought maybe an agate. No. I think it's quartz with banding. Unique. You can tell we had some severe storms this week. The water is a little murky. And beautiful banded quartz, I think. Very pretty. Very pretty. Some beautiful honeycomb fossil. Almost Charlevoix stone, but not quite. I think I found my first Petoskey stone. It's partially buried. Can you see it? What's that? It's a teeny tiny one. Little itty bitty. Look at that. And it's good on both sides. I think I just got another one. Yuppers. A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger Petoskey stone. Got an interesting stone here. It's got fossil qualities, light fossiling. But then there's like a window, a quartz window in this. So I might try, and a bug. So I might try tumbling this. I'm taking a break here. Sitting on this massive driftwood tree, just laying on the beach. And here's some stones that I think are chert. That one's definitely chert. That one's definitely chert. And that one too. Maybe that one. Not sure about this one. And then this very cool fossil. Look at that. It's a horn coral. It's fossilized on both ends. So I don't know if tumbling's going to ruin that or not, but I thought it was cool looking. Can you imagine what it would be like to have a loved one who was a sailor on the Great Lakes in the 1800s? You know, what was weather forecasting back then? Was it non-existent? How would they know if there was a storm brewing if it wasn't just about to come upon them? One of the many treasures of Lake Huron is its rich history of shipping and commerce that helped populate and form the communities of Michigan in the Great Lakes state. Unfortunately, over 6,000 vessels have sunk in storms and accidents, taking the lives of over 30,000. I feel it is important to remember these shipwrecks of Lake Huron and the Great Lakes. This is my effort to save history so others may learn. The Clayton Bell was a double-masted schooner built in the shipyards of New York in 1854 by John Odin. On April 10, 1882, two schooners, the Clayton Bell loaded with pig iron and the Thomas Parsons loaded with coal, collided on Lake Huron 10 miles north of Port Huron. Captain Colvin and 3 crew were below deck when the Parsons struck the Clayton Bell. They came on deck to launch a lifeboat which became trapped in the wreckage and sank. 3 of the crew jumped aboard the Parsons, and the Clayton Bell sank within 7 minutes of being struck. 4 lives were lost. The Parsons was towed to Port Huron. She lies but 32 feet deep in a favorite diving location. Many people like to dive the shipwrecks of Lake Huron, and I believe this is either classified as a beginner level or intermediate. She's in 32 feet of water. So I hope you enjoy this new addition to my rock hunting adventures. Here's a striking fossil. Look at that. Oh my goodness, what a beauty. Oh, it's on the backside. Very cool. This might be a fossil down here. And it's got some Petoskey stone tendencies to it. Not real defined, but still cool. Another beautiful fossil. Not so much on that side, but horn coral on both ends. On 3 sides. Lots of rock hunters, and I met a very nice couple looking for unique rocks and Petoskey stones, and this is one of the places to find them. I see 2 very striking stones here. Do you see them? Look at that. Quartzite, maybe? And this, another fossil. This is honeycomb fossil. And just 2 feet away, look at that one. Another fossil, very light colored. All right, and some teeny tiny mudstone. I'm trying to find mudstone too, bigger pieces. This, you couldn't tumble, it'd be gone in one day. Got a Petoskey stone, do you see it? It's a little one. It's right there. It's a rough one. Only one side. Not a very good one, but they're here. Here's another one. Do you see it? Right there. This one's a little bit different color. They come in all different shades. Very cool. Found a very unique fossil. Look at this. There it is. It's like in the shape of a shell. It just wore that shape. It's not actually a shell. It's actually a horn coral. Very unique. This very well could be chert. What a striking little stone. It's a pretty piece of mudstone. Look at that banding. Here's a huge horn coral. Look at that one. Cool fossil. This is seabed fossil because Lake Huron used to be a prehistoric ocean or sea. That's very interesting. There's a stunning piece of chert. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Got like a little quartz window in it. Please remember, it is illegal to pick up driftwood on the shores of Michigan. The driftwood helps hold our beaches together, as you can see here. Now, if you come to Lake Huron to go rock hunting, and there is a ton of beachcombers and rockhounders out on the shore, never fear. The waves change and uncover new rock treasures every minute. Kind of beauty here. It's almost translucent. You can almost see through it. That, yep, and I saw a little piece, teeny tiny piece of beach glass next to it. Very nice. Well, it's not a pudding stone, but quartz with some jasper and other inclusions. Very cool. Just found a beautiful piece of possibly jasper or quartz. I think it's jasper. Look at that. Striking. Beautiful color. I'm going to take these Petoskey stones I just found over to this young lady. She's been looking and hasn't had any luck. Possible unikites. Look at that red and the green. Isn't that gorgeous? It's kind of doesn't. With it being overcast, it's really hard to film when it's overcast. But it's the best time to rock hunt when it rains. So, look at that stunning horn coral right there. Not much on the bottom, but the top is gorgeous. And here's another horn coral on two different sides.
and possibly banded shirt. This is banded gneiss with some quartz inclusions. Look at that. Very striking stone. Too bad they don't tumble shiny. It's gneiss is kind of from the sandstone category of rocks. It's rough, but they sure are pretty, and you see a lot of them in a swirl pattern like this, in all different colors. We got some waves coming in, and I just spotted a small Petoskey stone. There's one here. I spotted two, and there's one here. 2 feet apart. That, and there's that. They're not the greatest, but they are Petoskey stones, so we'll leave them for somebody else. Here's a golden color horn coral. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And then I think this is quartz and maybe a little bit of granite mixed in, but there's no black. One little chip of it. So that might tumble pretty. I just found, I think, a piece of beach glass. Yep, in the dry. Beach glass is easy to find in the dry. Enjoying the peace and quiet. Just the sound of the waves. I believe, I don't know, don't quote me on this. I believe this is Gogangtillite, I think is how it's pronounced, but don't quote me on it. I'm going to have to look it up when I get home. Some people call this fossil soup because it has teeny tiny fossils. This isn't a really, really good one, but there are some crinoids in this. Crinoid there, crinoid there. A little bit of honeycombing on that side. And when it has all different kinds of fossils, they call it fossil soup. I think that's a nickname. Well, I hear the rain coming, so let's make our way back to the car and say farewell to Lake Huron's Treasures and the many sailors who were lost to Lake Huron's fury. If you're looking for more treasure hunting adventures, please check out some assorted playlists on different types of treasure hunting that I've created for replay.
Get out and find your treasure, folks. It's just out there waiting. See you soon.